Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. Nagle here, wishing you all a very happy pre-Easter. And what would the holiday season be without some type of shameless marketing plug? So here we go. This coming Sunday, if you are based in Los Angeles, I cordially invite you to the first ever Curtain Call Cabaret, a one-night only event hosted by yours truly as the MC for a Broadway preview musical theater dinner show. What does that mean? Well, our two composers, Mike Riccardi and John Nugent, have been working together for 9 years, and together they have put in 45 full-length musical theater shows together. Written, that is. 45 of them. Now, most of us here will probably never see 45 musicals in our lifetimes, let alone write 45 of them. Now, these two guys, they're in their 60s, they've had their heyday in the biz, but they have now this massive collection of works, and what are they going to do with 45 shows? One does not simply open 45 musical theater shows. And the dinner theater is kind of a dying art form, so we're going to try to make the best of both worlds. It's not one show, it's not two, it's not all 45, but it is a mashup of a bunch of them all together in one night, basically a scene and a song from each show. Now, anyone who knows anything about musical theater knows that these are no ordinary stories. This is not the Shawshank Redemption kind of the human struggle to overcome your typical odds, so to speak. These kinds of stories are the ones about the runaway bride who's walked out on 5 different grooms, and on the night of her 6th wedding, she is actually kidnapped by Professor Time and Professor Fate, and they are going to make her revisit all of her former suitors to see how they're doing. It's kind of like the 5 people we meet in heaven, but not. You know what I mean? What else we got? Then there's Edgar Allan Poe, who are 3 different 3 different ravens who have been incarnated into human form, and they are now helping the ghost of Benjamin Franklin to overcome some otherworldly odds, so he can therefore pass on to the afterlife. And what else we got? There's also we got this, we got that. Point of it all being, there's a whole myriad of different shows, and they're all rolled into one. It's going to be an absolute madhouse, and I cordially invite all of you to stop on by. There's a show at 5:30 and at 7:30. They might both technically be sold out. It's not sold out in the typical sense with tickets. It's more like if you show up and buy a dinner and a drink, then you get to see the show for free. It's at Big Jim's Restaurant up at 8900 or so Laurel Canyon Boulevard, Sun Valley, basically North Burbank, where the 5 meets the 170. Definitely worth coming out to see. It is going to be a very unique night, one that you certainly will not ever forget. And but it's going to be a good time. And it'll certainly make for a good story afterwards. So, that being said, I wish you all a very happy Easter, and if you're bored and you're in LA, come on out because it's going to be a heck of a show. Happy Easter. Take care.